Alana, and I'm going to show you how to insert Google Drawings into a Google Doc to create interactive worksheets to use with Google Classroom. So this really reminds me of Smart Notebook, except Smart Notebook is very teacher-centered. Either the teacher's up at the board or one or two students are up at the board. With drawings in a doc, it allows every single student to complete every single activity, which really makes such a big impact in their learning. So here's an example of a regular Google Doc, and there's maybe images as instructions, and here's just a picture with a question about the picture. But here's the good stuff. Down here it says double click on the image below. So you need to make sure that you type double click on the image below, or the student's going to try to do the activity and not be able to do it. So once I double click, it opens that Google drawing. So it says make 3 rows of hearts with 4 hearts in each row. And then they gave this teacher gave them instructions. Use Control+D to duplicate. So once I click on that heart, Control and D makes a second heart, and the arrow keys to move it. And these little children have such a hard time with the trackpad. This was intended for second graders. So these arrows were very, very helpful for them. So then at the bottom, there's use repeated addition to find the total number of hearts, and they would just type in their answer. So let's look at the elements that are in this Google drawing. There's the rectangle, which is a workspace. The word workspace, which is just a text box. This is just a text box with the question, and the question at the bottom is just a text box. So when you're done creating it, I'm going to take out the answer so it's ready for the students. You just click Save and Close. And then it will appear on your Google Doc. I'm going to scroll down. Here's another one. And remember, again, it says double click on the image below because you need to give them that instruction. So when you double click, here's another one. It says make an array to represent the number sentence below. So with this one, she doesn't give them those instructions because they already learned the Control D and using the arrows from the previous question. So here's just a rectangle, a text box, another text box, and an image. And click Save and Close. So I'll show you how to create your own. I'm just going to copy, oops, sorry about that. I'm just going to copy these instructions so I don't need to type it. Double click on the image below because that's so important. And when you're exactly where you want your drawing to be, you click Insert, Drawing. And it brings up this blank drawing for you to create your own masterpiece. So I'm going to copy what that teacher did. I'm going to go to Shapes, Rectangle. Sorry, my mouse keeps disconnecting. And there's your workspace. If I want to write the word workspace, I click on the text box and I write, I think she did caps, workspace. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, you can move it. I'm just going to leave it there and not focus on the details. I'm going to add another text box, and this would be your question. I'm not going to write the whole thing. If you wanted to add the hearts like she did, I'm just going to go to Shapes, and I'm going to select that heart and click and drag and hold and draw the heart. And I could change that heart to red or whatever color I want. If you want to insert the picture of the car like she did, you just click Insert Image, Search. I'm going to look for car, clip art. And here's my clip art car. I click Select. I'm just going to make this smaller with the resize handle and drag it up to the top. Now if I want to add a question at the bottom, I just click here and I click and I type my question. When I'm done, I click Save and Close, and notice it's not on the same page, so I'm just going to press Enter a few times so this ends up on the same page. And there you have it. That's how you insert a drawing into a doc to create interactive worksheets to use with your students in Google Classroom. Once your worksheet is created, you go to Google Classroom. I'll recreate this assignment. Click the plus sign. You click Create Assignment. You can type in repeated addition using arrays. Give instructions if you want, a due date or topic, but these are not mandatory. Select more than one class. Click Google Drive to find that worksheet, and it should show right up in your recents because you were just working on it. I'll click Add. Most importantly, you want to click on this drop down and click Make a Copy for each student. This is what I call the Xerox machine. It will not work if you don't click Make a Copy for each student. This will allow every student in your class to complete each activity. And when you're ready, you click Assign, or you could alternatively just click the drop down and click save as draft to sign it when you're ready, or schedule it to select a date and time that you want it to automatically show up for your students. I'm just going to save it as a draft. And that's all I have for you today. If you have any questions, please let me know.